The discovery of multiple dead bodies found in questionable conditions has led to a stabbing investigation at a Southwest Houston funeral home. KPRC2 first learned about this situation from a tip to our newsroom. We had obtained this cell phone video showing the dead bodies in what appears to be deplorable conditions. This all unfolded at Richardson Mortuary near Alameda Road and West Fuqua in Southwest Houston. Investigators say an employee there stabbed a man who was concerned about his dead mother's conditions. KPRC2's Corley Peel joins us live now. She spoke with the families who are upset with how their loved ones were found. Corley.
Keith, the family that prompted this investigation said they were supposed to lay their loved one to rest tomorrow. When they showed up here today, they said the AC was not working properly. They could also smell a foul smell inside the building. HPD says 10 bodies were found inside, and they have now been moved to a different funeral home.
Well, they just got people in these caskets in this building being worked on.
This is how Tamara McGruber Brooks found her mother and uncle's deceased bodies inside the Richardson Mortuary.
Y'all got people, check on them.
I saw my mom's casket, and I said, well, maybe that's not her casket. So I turned around, but then something said go back, and I raised it up, and I looked in it, and it was my mom. Had nets off already on her. She was already sweating.
Before the discovery, crooks heard her mother's body may have been moved somewhere else.
And I have been sitting outside this funeral home for 4 days until I finally found her and had the nerve to go in there and not just find her, to find other people's bodies in there as well, after receiving $25,000 from us.
Crooks' family tried taking her mother's casket. Police say her brother was stabbed by an employee in the process who claimed self-defense. Police and other families of deceased loved ones rushed to the funeral home. Marita Brown says she saw her grandmother's body on this video posted on social media.
And I was going to bypass the video there first, but I kept coming. And so when I looked, my grandmother was the second body on that video. And so I paused the video and I looked, and it was my grandmother.
HPD says 10 bodies were found inside the funeral home. Several vans came in and out of the crime scene to transport the deceased. Bobby Swearington is the CEO of the Fort Bend Memorial Planning Center. He says some of the bodies were moved to his funeral home. He says the Richardson Mortuary was damaged during burial.
It noticed that there was a bit of construction that was taking place on the inside. There was they had some workers in there doing some jobs. I believe that the building had been damaged from the storm.
The owner of Richardson Mortuary is in the hospital after suffering a heart attack, according to HPD.
He's been hospitalized for a couple of weeks now at this point.
The families are hoping they can still peacefully lay their loved ones to rest.
She fed everybody. She'll give you the clothes off her back. And she was a fighter. She was in a wheelchair. She was paralyzed. And to see her arm kind of like draped it off that stretcher, it's heartbreaking. But at the end of the day, I know God has this thing at the end of it all.
I just wish the public just needs to be aware.
Now, according to state law, bodies held for over 24 hours are required to be refrigerated, embalmed, or encased in a special container. HPD could not comment on the specifics regarding the conditions of the bodies that were here inside the funeral home, but they did say the health department is involved. At this time, no charges have been filed, but HPD says this is an ongoing investigation. Reporting live from Southwest Houston, Corley Peel, KPRC2 News.